we're going to break down the MSU and Iowa preview, and we're going to start off with the main financial stat breakdown. Main Financial, Spartan Nation's main partner in retirement. Maximize your wealth and minimize your worry. Call 248-347-MAIN, www.mainfinancialgroup.com. Jordan and everybody over at Main Financial is looking to take care of you.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. Yeah, can't wait. He's going to be on this. We're going to have him on next week, by the way, on Thursday. I think that's what it is, right? Thursday, we're going to have Jordan Main make his This Is Sparta MSU debut.
Yes, indeed.
But for now, look, keys to the game, obviously, players to watch for Iowa. You know, from the offensive side of the ball, we want to look at Cade McNamara, the transfer quarterback from the University of Michigan. Otis, this is the guy whose season stats, you see it right there, 43 for 85. That's 51% completion percentage, 459 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Yeah, man. Cade is obviously a well-seasoned vet, so he's experienced us obviously up close and personal. And so preparing for us, knowing that, like you said, we're going to give all we got. And I mean, I look at from a defensive side, you know, you see his stats for this season. You know, I'm looking at that interception, you know, with 3, and also just that completion, you know, incomplete to completion ratio there, where you can tell that offense is a pro style where it's really heavily involved with run. And for him, it's going to be for us to see. We know what he can do, but we also need to be able to utilize those stats. So that's motivation for us, knowing that, you know, it's going to be our DBs and our back 7. You know, they need to be able to go ahead and get busy on the tackling, because we make them throw. They only got a few options in the deep routes there. So Cade McNamara, we gotta go ahead and hit him and hit him all the time. Every chance we get, we got to put some tap touch on him, right? We got to put him touch where we wear him down, and we got to make him think a little bit more than what he has to. So I'm looking forward to breaking this more down for Cade McNamara.
Without question, Cade's a guy that, you know, is known to be a solid quarterback, a game-managing type of quarterback. That's why Michigan decided to move on from him. He goes to Iowa to get a fresh start, but it seems, you know, Tigers don't change their stripes so far. And this is a guy who, you know, 51% completion percentage. It's not the best in the world. You know, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, not great ratio-wise. You know, this is an opportunity, you know, as you just described, for Michigan State defensively to get at him, to get on him. He's coming off a game where he was not very successful against Penn State, as we're going to break down that in plays in a minute. But Cade McNamara's got it. Michigan State needs to capitalize on if he isn't having success early. If he is having success early, you got to hit him. You got to hit him just
Absolutely.
like every other quarterback. It's legal. I know it sounds brutal, but that's the game of football. So I expect Michigan State to get after Cade McNamara. This is not a Michael Penix Jr. situation that we faced 2 weeks ago against Washington, when you saw a guy who was going to be probably a top 15, maybe a top 10 pick in the NFL draft, the way that lefty was slinging it around. This is a different type of quarterback. Very, very winnable situation for the Spartans defensively. On the defensive side of the ball, we have Mr. Higgins, Jay Higgins on defense.
Yeah. Look, Jay's a local. He's one of them guys from your area, man.
Naptown, stand up.
Rebuff Jesuit guy. Like, now this guy was always this in high school, clearly, and then going to Iowa, he has fully paved his way to be in that star linebacker for them. But I mean, we're gonna see these highlights. This man, he can thump it. He can thump, and he's coming every chance he can. And so, but that whole defense, man, when you see it, they're flying around, and it's a team tackling mindset for them. So for us, you know, we're gonna have to be able to block and get down to that next level, which I know you're gonna break down from an offensive standpoint, but we got to be able to block not just these front defense linemen. We got to get to these linebackers, and we got to get to this secondary every level, so that we can be able to create some windows for Nathan Carter. So this is gonna be a battle, man. Like, you almost can tell, like, they just love to be in inside run drills. You almost think that Iowa does inside run the entire time in practice.
That's all they do. Ain't
that's
no
all
7-on-7. Ain't no individual, just straight up inside run.
Absolutely.
Oklahoma drills. For those that know. I mean, yeah, that's the style of football that they play. Hard-nosed downhill. I mean, I don't recall ever seeing Iowa not having a great linebacker. I mean, their defenses have always been just stout, strong defenses. And, it's a game that you got to bring your lunch pail for, man. This is one of those games offensively when you're a lineman. I don't care if you're running back, receiver, you got to buckle up them chin straps, make it a little tighter, and get ready for a 12-round heavyweight fight. And that's what it's going to be. But this is a game, when we break this film down here in a moment, Otis, that you're going to see moments and places that are opportunistic for Michigan State to be able to capitalize on, much like a week ago against Maryland. So without further ado, let's get into the film breakdown right now. Otis, you're going to break down some of the Iowa versus Penn State film on defense. So this is from a perspective of Michigan State being on defense, looking at the Iowa offense.
Absolutely, man. If you look at this first play, man, their tight ends are very, very heavily involved in their offense. And so, one, we always kind of talk about you can't get lured to sleep. You got to know your keys. You got to stay sound. You got to do your job because there's elements of these tight ends block, but they also will lure you to sleep, and they can get out in space and be very productive. I consider the kind of Iowa tight ends to truly be like possession receivers, and not say that they're last saving grace, but they block so much too that when they do come out, they almost be like they're scot-free. They're running in space, and when you see this play right here, you can play it where this is an element of, you see this where you got the tight end that's kind of new on a slot receiver standpoint, and it's really 10, 15 yard passes here. So you got to look at it where Coach D, when he came over, he taught me something real smooth and real easy, where I know our D-backs can attest to it. I'm hoping they are getting this same teaching, which I know for a fact they are, is that you can always tell what the play is by the big elephants on the line, right? And straight, you quick stand up immediately on the snap, it's pass, man. There's no way they're going to be backing up and it's going to be a run. But we talk about sluggo, we talk about elephant trunks to butts. That's downhill, it's run. Or you got to be sound because it could be a run, but it could be a boot. So it's an element where you got to stay sound because they're going to try to go pound, run, and they're going to get lured to sleep where you're going to be kind of creeping up and got to come up, and then all of a sudden it's going to be a pass where you got to stay sound to your keys from tackle to guard. This is from a safety mindset perspective, but communication is truly key. If you look at that, the next clip.
Notice when you brought from 1 second, you talked about keys on the offensive line as a safety, and I know what linebackers typically look at on the defensive side of the ball. What are you keying? Are you keying the guards? I know that's usually the guard triangle that linebackers are looking at, but in the safety position, you said tackle to tackle. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at tackle to guard. Like, I'm looking at that tackle truly tells me that as soon as he stands up, starts slide kicking, obviously he's protecting for the pass. He's trying to get that edge of that quarterback's circle pocket, right? Pass rush. Now, you can also look at sometimes when you're doing key tendencies and you're watching film, you kind of try to find out what a quick like twitch or cheat from an alignment standpoint. Like sometimes guards will kind of like, small head movements, man, where like soon as they do like a head movement, when the ball's about to snap. Like you got to look so detail oriented on how can I get the edge if I find one of these cheat sheets or these quick tendencies that I'm able to play faster. But so it's tackle, guard, but then it's quarterback. So when it's pass, you got to key, okay, who's my other receiver if it's trips or if it's tight end, you got to look at that too, because you might see pass, but so it's pass. Well, I need to figure out if I'm in zone or if I'm in man or if I'm covered two. So all those things are going in your mind in those split seconds. And so, but if you study to show thyself approved, you'll know those things when you get out there on the field. soon as those things happen, it's like, oh, I've been practicing. I've been seeing this in route all practice, all week long. So as soon as I see it, I should be there to get a pass breakup, or it should be an interception. That's been my mindset, obviously, from a defensive side.
Good stuff. I mean, again, master's class in football.
So let's go to that next clip, because this is where, like, we talk about tendencies, right? We talk about, we got we got here where here's where I'm looking at. So as a strong safety, obviously starting out, I was a free safety. So I was on that field side. But as a strong safety on the backside, short boundary, this is shorter to the field. You got 2 tight ends. You got 3 tight ends. So we looking at personnel, we should be saying it's 3 tight ends. You should be looking at subs coming in like, oh, this is the 3 tight end package. Mainly percentage-wise, heavy run. But you look at these tendencies where all linemen are blocking down, but then you see that tight end kind of lead blocking, trying to get to the opposite side. That should be an automatic tendency key of, like, we need to replace. Like, this outside guy right here, the corner, and this linebacker that's close edge here is like replace. As soon as he comes down that line, you need to go and replace that to close that hole, because running back's looking at, hey, as soon as you snap this ball, go ahead and play it. Boom. So clearly you have one receiver option, but where's the outside help on the backside? Clearly somebody didn't do their job, right? Clearly look at this linebacker here from Penn State.
30.
Eyes are not locked in, right? 33. Eyes were, or 23. Eyes are locked in, because if he would stayed home, that's an easy QB sack or a tackle for loss. But instead, he's trying to go make that play on the backside when you got other guys over there to set that edge, right? So that's for us as a defensive side, is do your job. Hey, I know the play. I know the tendencies. I need to be able to set my edge and be ready for anything that's coming back on that boot, because you saw that tight end was going to come. If he would have handed that ball off, that tight end, if he didn't get hit, that was going to be a tight end flat route if you think about it. So if you could play that again, if the defensive lineman get that pressure and just hit anything moving, that eliminates one of the receivers. Clearly, this you see that tight end, 83, right? Gets hit right here. Boom. Stops it. So he has no flat route option. He only has one deep route. Clearly, Cade McNamara has to use his feet. But this is what we don't want to do. Like, we want to bottle this up and get tackles for loss, but we can't allow Cade McNamara to beat us with his feet. And he's not as fast of a guy, not as the greatest athlete, but we can't allow that to happen. And that's how we're going to win this game, by eliminating those plays. So then I got one more for you. I feel like I'm getting my chew on here. I got one more. At least I got 3. So now we talk about I formation. Remember I talked about, can we establish the I formation back on Michigan State's offense? Bring that fullback back here. So you're looking at this element standpoint of, hey, I formation. All right. We already know too, like tendencies, if we're watching, it's going to be heavy run here. But now I'm looking at this fullback where mano a mano, right? We all know that he's going to either come down, just fake the block, or it can be a short run, or it could be a pass run. But looking at it, when you snap this ball, look at all these linemen just showing you where the ball is going to go.
Yeah.
Boom. You have the center pulling at this point too, right? So as soon as that center pulls, we got a power pull. As soon as that center pulls,
rewind it a little bit here.
Rewind it a little bit, yep. Because it's so quick. It happens so fast. I had to look at it a couple of times. I felt like I was getting my Coach D on rewind, fast forward, rewind. As soon as he snaps his ball, boom, you see him pop over there to the pull to hit that outside edge. And that linebacker or that fullback's trying to lead here. Replace the gap, bottle that up, close it up. So this is a little block in the back, in my opinion, but close the gap, hold firm, and just everybody rally through. So this is the element of, we're going to see the exact same thing. It's going to be pace. It's going to be how much time of possession, how much time can we lure you to sleep, how much time we can beat you down and run. Have a pass that's not going to be over no 25, 30-yard passes. It's going to be your 10 to 15 to get first downs, possessions. Can we get 3 and outs? We get 3 and outs. We win that margin. It's going to be a win for the Michigan State Spartans.
Love it. Hey, I love that breakdown, man. I'm going to get you some kudos on that one. Everybody's like that. I think I've seen some comments about, you being the next defensive coordinator, by the
Oh,
way.
nah, man.
Hey, so if we could pull up, what I want to do is break down, since Chew is on hiatus and he's mad and complaining because we got to get our followers up and subscribers up, and we got to get you guys to watch some of those Lions in a minute. Let's go to a play right here. We can pull it up right now, Tony, where we have 11 personnel here. So this is, we're looking at it from Michigan State's being Penn State right here against a 4-2-5 defense. So, have you heard that before? I know people don't like talking about the 4-2-5, but this is what is being run around the country right now. So you have 4-2-5. It's 1st and 10, and let's run this play. You got one tight end. You got one running back. Play action, easy little pass, almost an extended handoff to the tight end.
Now you see how Jay Higgins is gonna find his way in every frame. As we talked about, right there. Yeah, missed the tackle, but he's gonna find himself. But like straight, you see that safety coming down, creeping down. Clearly, they were
number
watching.
One.
Yeah, no, you see, on the backside, free safety coming down. Let's go back real quick.
Let's see that one more time.
Boom.
So you get a hat on the hat here. It's easy. There's not a lot you got to do in a situation like this. This is just one-on-one, tight end in the flat, picking it up. Look at the blocking by the tight ends and the receivers downfield. We talk about that a lot. Courtney Hawkins preaches that no block, no rock. That's where the receivers will be able to dig people out in the secondary, in the open field. That's so important to be able to get extra yardage right there. It's a little route there in the zone. Let's go to the next play here for a short yardage, if we can show this. So here is 2nd and 2. And you've got a 4-3 defense right now. 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Just very bland, basic defensive look here. Penn State, they've got 11 personnel. They got 1 tight end. It's a bunch formation. Let's see this play here, almost in a little offset pistol, play action. They're going finding a tight end just in a little arrow route. If we rewind this a bit here, look at this route that the tight end, he just runs it from, he's split out, and there's a zone. Otis, I don't know why do they run the zone all the time? But let me tell you, you can eat this up. Get right behind the linebackers, sit in front of the safeties, easy pitch and catch.
Absolutely. But look, we talk about reroute. Like, as a safety, this tight end is running for like, there was no slowing down, no chip, no hit in the chest to slow it down. Because the timing of the quarterback quickly snaps the ball and just looks right there because it was a free man running, right? But then you can see some miscommunication on the end. So on the offensive side is, if we do our rush and hurry offense and we see these inconsistencies of communication, all right, we need to be able to capitalize on it. From last week, we know our receivers didn't play their best. Like, there was a lot of drop passes. Now, can we take this, learn these lessons from last week, and then come into this week knowing that, hey, if we keep this going fast tempo, you're going to have some miscommunication where we can capitalize on it. And you kind of see what Penn State did was, they kind of rush, and you see these open plays that we should be able to get. To your point, Donald Person, my guy from Flint Town, baby, is like, Malik Carr should be a huge weapon for us, and we got to utilize him. We got to utilize him more because he's catching the ball, he's getting big plays, but we got to use him in boxing out. These tight ends just get to the stick straight, turn around, box out, throw the ball to him, 1st down. Let's keep going. That's the motto. 1st downs all day.
Let's go. We got another play here. Let's bring it back up. Come on, let's go. Next play. We got to get everybody. Okay, this is short yardage right here, where it's mano a mano. Now, we talk about a typical Iowa defense being able to bring that thunder. We always talk in these situations, who wins? Low man wins. So the lowest of the lowest wins when you want to reestablish the line of scrimmage. The blue line is the line of scrimmage. Obviously, the orange is the 1st down. 4th and 1 here. Penn State snaps the ball. You see the tight end behind the quarterback here on the sneak. You guys seen this before.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've seen this. Evan Morris, the tight end from Michigan State, does this a lot with Noah Kim as a quarterback, or whomever as a quarterback back there. But look at that surge. You got, like, this is Iowa, look, was not ready for this particular play right here. It's a lot of guys catching. They're high. There's opportunity right there, Otis, as a defensive player. When you're playing safety and you see all your defensive linemen coming back into your lap, how do you make a play?
Yeah, and I hope they're not watching this. Like, you got Iowa fans, Iowa people watching, but I hope they're not watching, because if I'm looking at this, if we got 4th and 1, we're going to do the same thing, but we need to do a little boot action, like play action, because like there's some wide open receivers on this element where it's a quick out routes, just quick, hey, wide receiver screen routes. Let's get the ball out quick and let's get to the first down. But there's some big plays here from standpoint. There was a lot of those 4th and 1 QB sneaks in that game. So for us, if we get in those situations, let's put some play action in there so we can get some big plays.
Yep. Oh, baby, that
or
play
know
action.
It's time to use them feet, baby. It's time to use them feet. Let's go.
Play action. Just so everyone knows where we are, we're on the same page here. That's when you fake the handoff, you pull it, and so the running back is coming in it brings all the defensive players in because they're feeling like, okay, it's short yardage. You only got 1 yard to get a first down. You're handing the damn ball off. So here we come. And the quarterback goes, nope, and throws it over your head, and you cannot react in time. Deadly game, deadly
Absolutely.
play in those scenarios right there. Let's go to the next play right here because I know everybody wants to watch a little Thursday night football. So do we. All right, here we are. This is red zone right here. Red zone defense. You got a 4-3 once again. 4-3 defense. The 2 guards are covered. You got 2 tight ends in the ball game. One is motion. This is a bunch formation right here. Bunch formation. They're squeezing that whole defense inside near the hashes right here. 4th and 1 in the red zone. Let's run this play. Pistol. That means the running back's behind the quarterback. Play action again. Man, just a little drag route, just a little drag crossing route right here. See the shallow crosses, Otis?
Yep.
Yeah, get those linebackers all caught up, and they don't know what to do. See, so you have, number one, he's just running
no communication there on those safety side. But like linebackers too, they're all running up. Like, we gotta sell that read. We gotta sell it, and we gotta protect and give Noah time so these plays can develop on our side. So I see here those elements of Montori getting open, Trey getting open. You got Malik being able to get open on these. Let these plays and these things develop. Give him time so he can make those throws like Penn State did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing the stats show that Iowa's pass defense is 5th in the Big Ten, 24th in the nation, only giving up 180 yards through the air. But when you break this tape down, there are a lot of places and areas open. And look, Penn State has a good team. I get it. But are we seeing superhuman ability out there right now in those plays that you just seen Penn State make against Iowa?
No, man. And I feel like that's what I'm saying. Go back to just the foundation of football. It's like, it's not rocket science. Let's get back to the origin of, hey, we got to tackle. We got to be able to play sound football. We're playing it away. Sorry, I got them cleaning the office right now. So if you can hear in the background, I'm about to go close my door. You can't hear? Okay, cool. So playing sound football. We can't make self-inflicting wounds and mistakes. Saw last week, we was trying to get some momentum, and then we beat ourselves. This is going to an atmosphere that control the controllables. Let's be able to play sound football and know it's from start to finish. It ain't over till it's over. And I think that's the element. This is going to be a 4-quarter game, or it can be complete opposite if we do not compete and keep hitting these guys, because what they're trying to do is break our will, and they already know we're kind of down, emotional and mentally. So they're trying to break our will, and what we got to do is just rise up. And that's the element of mentality, compete.
Yeah, and look, we're not the only ones down. They got smoked. I mean, this is a team that got blanked a week ago by this team. We got a couple more plays. We ain't done yet. Let's bring up another play here. 31-0. And this is the offense here that everybody's been talking about, kind of leading the Big Ten in the way they do things at Penn State. Here again, you have a 4-3 defense. Very big. Actually, this is a 30 defense. a 3-4.
Yeah, I see a 3. I see 3 linemen, but
three
you got
down
one
linemen.
standing up, right? You got one standing up hybrid.
Yeah, a little 33 with a little walkout over here. So now this is, what is this, 2nd and 6 with a little offset running back to the left and a shotgun. Let's see, with one tight end in the ball game. Tight end veers left, and it's a handoff. Now look at this running back. They're special now.
Oh, running back ain't this one of them IMG kids you talk about, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You
know, we're gonna talk about them another day. But look, this is what we can do. Nathan Carter can be.
Absolutely.
This is division number 5 right here. This isn't a hard block. Look at the tight end, the tackle block out there on the edge. Boom. You see that? See the right tackle?
Yep.
And the tight end on the right side.
Boom.
The tackle.
Open up that hole. Yep. Open up that hole.
That's what you're looking for. The right tackle, the tight end, wash out that right side of the offense, that defensive line, and the running back's able to cut and get north and south. You know, not that stretch play that we saw on 4th and goal a week ago against Maryland. This is more of a direct. It's more right at that C gap, more so than way outside, where the running back is able to plant and get north and south and get big yardage against his team. You know, traditionally, they're just a tough team to play against. But as you can see right here, there's definitely plays to be had against the Iowa Hawkeye defense.
Yeah.
We got one more.
That last frame, though, on that last play.
Bring it back up.
You look at that last frame. Look at the over pursuit. That's what you talk about. Stick your foot in the ground. Get up the field. Because look at these 3 guys are overrunning it, right? So, in my opinion, like you said, our offense needs to be able to capitalize on these things where, like, we're not going east-west on these sideline to sideline. Sideline, stick and move, let's go upfield. Let's get positive yards. And this is an element where this defensive secondary, they're over. I mean, you kind of see number 1 here on a couple of those plays that you've shown, Stray, is not saying he's the weak link, but he's not coming up being sound on the tackle standpoint. So let's go at him. Let's get to that 3rd level and say, hey, we gotta see if he can make a play and be the last line defense as a safety spot, number 1.
Yeah, shoulder's not square right there. He's turned sideways. Hard to tackle somebody that cuts back when your shoulder's a complete turn to the sideline. Running back puts his foot down, and, you know, they're going to come at you with them pad levels low. It's hard to make the tackle. It's something that I can see Nate Carter doing all day long. And we're hoping that we can get some more running backs healthy this week against the Iowa Hawkeyes. I think we have one more play here that we can talk about. Goal line formation. All right. So this is, I think we have, 3 tight ends in the ball game.
That's what I'm saying.
2 tight ends, 3 backs.
Yeah.
Under center. 3 backs in the back. This is old school football. This is, you know, the Army, you know, what's it, Mr. Inside, Mr. Outside, way back in 1902. All right. This is the same kind of football. Goal line formation. All right, run this play. 3rd and goal. It's all hat on hat. What do they do, Otis? Play action. Look at that.
44.
See that?
44.
Did they run the sweep? Did they run the toss sweep? Huh? Did they run the toss sweep here?
No.
Little drag route. Let's rewind that. Number 44. What did he start doing? He's on the end. He's the end man on the line on the right side. He blocks.
Nobody.
Okay.
No, not even.
I'm open.
That's what I'm saying, man. Look, did he get touched? No. Look at this.
Boom. Oh, no. Look at everybody. Number 10 lost him. Like, oh no. No.
Look. What is he doing? I'm looking. What is he doing? Look, he run right past them. You see this? Like, that means these linebackers, they're man to man. No one's passing nobody over. So this is pure chaos, but we got to capitalize on it. Like, you see this, when you get in these situations, Coach Johnson, you got to make this call. You got to make this call. Oh, my God.
Please. It's there. It's there every time. You know how it is. We there. Yeah. We watching the games. We're like, please call that play because it's hard to defend down there.
But look how much time they give him. Look how much time. There's nobody near the quarterback.
And look at the quarterback's launching point.
Absolutely.
Look how far. This is max protect. Everybody's in there blocking. Nobody. It was clearly going to 44 the whole time. He's back deep. There ain't nobody gonna sack him. If there's pressure, throw it into the cheap seats. And by that, we mean way up there by the hospital, Children's Hospital. Throw it up there to the kids. Give them a souvenir. That's what you do, Noah, or Caden, whoever it is. Throw it up there to the kids. Let them have a souvenir. Don't take no sacks down there, okay?
Absolutely.
Don't take any sacks. Look, Otis, I think that I'm encouraged. The more we broke down the film, studying Iowa defensively and offensively the way you did, I think the Spartans have a chance.